Yeah. So this is the first diary update I've done in a while. Cause well, over the last week, the woman I love came here to Albuquerque to visit me, and it was a wonderful week, and it pretty much confirmed what I had already felt. We had the good heart to heart about things, about us, and yeah, that's I. This is the woman I love. This is the woman I don't want anyone else. So yeah, for that in my I don't want anyone else. If if she decides I'm no longer good for her, I'm fine with not trying again. I'm fine with dying alone. Um, yeah, yeah. She's who I want. She's who I want to love. I want to be good for her. So that's neither here nor there. Oh well, no, that's very neither here nor there. What the fuck am I saying? I'm kind of all over the place. It's weird when you have that much of like a confirmation of, yeah, this is, yeah, I'm just working towards the our time. When we're both get to be together and living together in the same city. That's still on the agenda. It's still exactly where I'm walking towards, and I'm building everything towards that. But it's like I don't. I've been on such a wave of good that some things stepped in, and yeah, man. Part of part of moving out here was trying to let go of bad things that were infecting my life, and part of it was my own insanity. Yet, so Monday I got fired from a job that was what got me out here to Oklahoma, or to Oklahoma. Dear fuck God. See, that's how, like, that's a reflection of things I've spent the last couple days. I got fired on Monday. Came back from a vacation, and yeah, this is the diary entry where I go into this. Probably going to be maybe might be a little long-winded, but guys, this is the Psychotic Diary. This happened to me in Oklahoma 6 years ago. I know this 6 years ago because that's how long I have been employed with my current employer that just let me go. So when that happened, I was unprepared to lose my job. I came home from lunch, was marched into work, and informed that some things that I did and said got me fired from this place. I'm not going to go into detail because I really don't harbor any ill. All was a negative time in my life. It was a weird time in my life. It was just a strange period of growth, both in my head, socially. I was processing a lot of things, and this job was a stable island that no matter how much they piled onto me, I still was like too afraid to go other places. And I still look at that as fate stepping in and going, you're too chicken shit to quit this job on your own right now, even though you hate every aspect of it except for like your one friend you have there. That's your anchor. So I'm going to make that decision for you, and kind of for the best reason, because I did get fired for being me. I'm not going to go into detail on that story, but it did lead to me finding the job I just got fired from, which not only rescued me from a desperate situation, or at least one that I felt I was in. Got me out of Oklahoma, which there's the echoing of Oklahoma. It got me out of Oklahoma, that job. I was, I mean, I've had a couple of days to process this now, and I kind of look at it. I was getting too comfortable. And that is not why I came out to New Mexico to do. I didn't come out here to get comfortable in my routine of artistic expression. It was time to start launching new things and doing new things. And I look back at getting fired from the job before this one that I was just referencing as like that was, that was the universe going, you're not going to quit this, so I'm going to quit it for you because there's better things that you need to have a clear schedule for. And thus, me getting all the way out of a place that I hated living in, Oklahoma. And that first time, and this is the thing I've been processing. I spent, when I got fired in Oklahoma, I was shit scared, man. I was shit scared because if I can't afford my rent, I'm out on the street, and that place, I really don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's half mental illness, but maybe it was just half knowing exactly the lay of the land of that place is, and I never felt like I was expected to succeed because I don't subscribe to their worldview and have never claimed to. It was weird. I felt very like just panic. I'm very afraid of becoming homeless. I'm very afraid of becoming just like, what happens to us veterans when we come back after we've done the murdering for the greater good and all of that. I don't want to end up one of those statistics. My best friends know this, so my best friends feel the same way about their own situation. They don't want to be a part of a statistic that is attached to something they can't escape from. So there's the difference. I got fired on Monday, and I'm not shit scared. I have not as dumb as the last time I got fired. I was not in a weird case. I like to think, in retrospect, there was a big cloud I was under where I wasn't seeing my universe as clearly as I should have. Because if I was seeing my universe as clearly as I should have, I'd have left that job on my own, just like I did the one I had before that, when I realized I'm not happy here. I need to use my qualifications to find a job elsewhere because I'm not happy here. Let's roll the dice and maybe I'll be happy elsewhere doing the same thing. I'm not, I like my job. There's just where I do it I didn't like. So, let's try someplace else. And that's, I liked my job that I had until Monday. I really did. It was a good job. It fit my current lifestyle. I think, now over a day of thinking about this, because, you give the mental illness doc something to chew on and the rest of my brain something to plan on. I was getting too comfy. I came out here to start doing new stuff in a new market, in a new place that I feel is more receptive to my kind of art. And here I was settling into my 9-to-5 grind, and just supplementing that with open mics and the occasional feature here and there, when I should be launching all of these projects I've been gun shy on for 20 years. So I do feel like this is kind of the same thing as the last time that I got surreptitiously let go. This time I do understand why I was let go. And there's the thing. I was not fired for no reason. I was fired for a very defined reason that was defined to me, that I had to change about myself and my day to day work, both attitude and thought process. And I put a lot of work into it, but in a moment of pain and stress and frustration, the crazy let go of the filter in my mouth got me the final complaint that I had been warned about. Yeah, I'm not arguing with this company's reason for firing me. I was told repeatedly that this is a problem. I could not adapt my crazy enough to make that problem go away enough. I couldn't get a leash on that dog. Not in time to keep myself from losing my job. And there is kind of that difference. I recognized a bad habit and I'm still working on it, but I'm not shit scared panicked that I'm going to end up homeless, because I didn't for 20 years feel like my art could make me money in Oklahoma, and here I have a way different feeling about me plying my trade. And it is the impetus to finally do what I have promised people I moved out here for, is to look into that stuff from the war that I might be owed. Hey, if the government decides I'm crippled, they might give me enough money to cover my rent here, which is way more. That is also the weird thing. I had very reasonable rent in Oklahoma, but I also understood that my landlord really depended on that money, so a gap in it was not going to be cool. And that's kind of, though, I was like, you can't afford a gap in that, because you're getting friend prices for rent, and your best friend's life, and he needs that money. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I felt so panicked and shit scared when I got fired 6 years ago from the one job to this one that I just got let go of, because 6 years ago that was very much that was the place that I was like, I know this is also my best friend and the person that's providing me with a roof over my head. I know they need that money. They have to have that money. So I have to have a job immediately. And fate intervened. Fate, the universe, the math, the chaos theory that I understand defines. The math was right. I was given a job that not only got me out of the mind frame I had in the one before it, which was also been a metamorphosis from the one before that. It's been a weird sliding scale of jobs that have been out of stressful situations since the Army. Now that I'm starting to talk about this into a camera, it's been a slide away from killing people for a living and living in the most dangerous places in the world, to deciding that's not the thing, and engaging in healthcare in the correctional facility system, that is also a dangerous place to do it, just because who's better fitted to me? I'm used to that level of stress, and this is at the time, and I still kind of believe this was me kind of settling the debt. I murdered for hire. Felt like getting healing for hire as well was a balance to that, or at least it was a good step in me figuring out the crazy brain I was left with after the war. Because, when your grandest suicide attempt fails, You really got to reassess your existence. Um, I did, and here's where I am now. Yeah, I'm in so much a better place, and yeah, I kind of feel like losing my job Monday was the promise. My brain sabotaged that job to push me off the cliff to start doing the other shit that I've been trying to get away from the day job. I've said this at the beginning of the diary. I want to entertain for a living, I want to talk for a living. However, people are willing to pay me to do that, stand up comedy, poetry, whatever. This is me. I like this. This is the thing that I like doing more than anything else. So the more people I can do that, the less I can ignore the less I can annoy the people that I love most with all of the same stories over and over again, which is a weird, yeah, it's the psychotic philosophy. It's my brand. It's the thing that and yeah, the psychotic philosophy is looking at what just happened Monday. Last night I was thinking, yeah, this is not an emergency. The, I have the financial facilities to not skimp out of my rent. I'm in a place this time where I'm a lot more smarter. More smarter. I'm a lot more smarter. There's been 6 of these to get to do this entry. Um, yeah, long entry, guys. Sorry, but it's a big life moment. But yeah, and here it's different. I feel different already. There are already people that have talked to me that want to help out. In ways I don't want to. It's just I I think I'm not shit scared. Things are gonna be okay because I can afford to live here with a roof over my head and take care of things long enough to find where this place is supposed to be. I mean, the last time this happened, it brought me all the way out of a place that I was shit scared to die in. Sorry, Oklahoma. I love the people and the scenes there, and there's lots of love for everybody that I fucking interacted with there. But where you live was not a place I wanted